Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyoti Healing. Have you been noticing that people are a little aggressive while driving? The level of aggression is probably more than what you notice otherwise. Is the level of aggression more than you usually notice? Do you see people speeding more? Have you noticed that intrapersonal conversations in office or maybe in the house are getting sometimes aggressive and more angry? Well, all of us are noticing this effect every now and then. However, this is a particular time of the year when Mars is transiting or about to transit through the water sign of Scorpio to the fiery sign of Sagittarius. Mars is going to transit from Scorpio to Sagittarius soon. The transition is going to happen in the first week of February, and the effects will be actively felt 7 days before and 7 days after, definitely. So we are talking about the time frame of up to 15th of February, where people might be seen driving faster, showing aggression while driving. Their speech or their behavior could be angry and aggressive. Why this is happening? This is happening because of this transition of Mars, and not because Mars is not able to control it. However, these are the karmic situations. This transition of Mars from the watery sign to the fiery sign is known as Gandanta, and the Gandanta point is reaching around first week of February, and that is the reason you will notice this increased aggression and anger in general. So what are the situations or what are the outcomes of this? Well, you might find that some of the friendships or relationships or the interaction with your colleagues are kind of getting damaged because of this aggression and anger. On a social media platform, you will definitely notice, on any social media platform, you will notice more anger, more cursing, and some kind of bad language used for no reason. We understand when people are assertive about certain things, they might use strong words or strong language. However, this is a time where it's not the particular sentiment, but it is just whatever they cannot control is coming out. It has nothing to do with how your relations were before or how they are going to be later. But this is the particular time which will have some negative effect on our interactions, on our driving, on our traffic sense, as well as our courage. People might show courage when it is not needed. Certain adventures are always rewarded. However, there are certain times when one need not be adventurous. Unfortunately, when Mars enters Gandanta, people sort of lose control over this capacity of when to show aggression or when to show anger and when to control it. So be careful while driving. Be careful if you are trying to point out faults of someone, use a softer language, and on the other hand, be ready for any kind of outburst. Emotional outbursts is very common. So when it happens, at least try to control your response if you can. The Mars fortunately doesn't stay in Gandanta for a long time. Anyway, it's a fast moving planet, so it comes out of Gandanta faster. However, it enters the nakshatra of Mula after coming out of Gandanta. And this is the time period when people will go back, try to research why certain things happened. They will try to go back and do some troubleshooting. However, some negative energies can be on the rise. So if you notice something that is dangerous or that is a warning sign, do report it to the police or the concerned law and order. Make sure that you are taking all care while driving. Use helmet if you are on a two-wheeler. Make sure your car is serviced well, your vehicle is serviced well. Mars is a planet which also affects or rules over our sexuality or sexual attitudes. With the Valentine's Day coming up, people are definitely trying to make sure that they have companion. So please be careful about whom to go with on a date or the person you have chosen as your Valentine, make sure you are entering the safe zone. To all the people who use Mars for their professional area, for their professional work, engineers, surgeons, typically people who deal with surgeries, make sure you are well prepared and you are doing your job the right way with extra precaution. Once Mars comes out of Gandanta, those effects will reduce. So this is just a time bound event, and hence if you know about it in advance, you can prepare yourself. You know what to do, how to react, and how to control our responses, and what care needs to be taken. When Mars is in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha, basically Mars is in Scorpio and it has influence of Mercury as well as Mars, being the planetary ruler of Scorpio. Mercury has cunning side, kind of opportunistic. Mercury in Jyeshtha, this Mars and Mercury influence is very typical. Basically in Jyeshtha, there is a lot of arrogance, tendency to prove the superiority and ego, and hence all the actions that people take are to show the other person down or to show their superiority, and hence you will see the cunningness, you will see the ridicule, you will see criticism, you will see aggression, and that too which is taken out very tactfully. When you move from Jyeshtha towards Mula in the Gandanta point, whatever actions people have taken in haste, anger, or to show other person down, they come out even destructive way. Those actions take even stronger nature, even more aggressive nature in Mula, because Mula is even cruel compared to Jyeshtha. It has more destructive tendencies. It goes from destructions to rather devastation, and hence in a society or a community we might notice some extreme events happening out of ego clashes, anger, and competition. Here is the time when certain unpredictable things might happen because Mula is ruled by Ketu. So you see the influence of Jupiter Ketu on the Sagittarius side on Mars, and on the Scorpio side you have influence of Mars and Mercury, and hence the event that might happen have an unpredictable nature once we enter the Gandanta point at Sagittarius. But if we can be careful about what to expect and what to avoid, then at least some instances would be definitely avoided. The destruction of Mula usually takes place every now and then. Planets enter it in order to get rid of the negativity, get rid of the negative things that are happening, and hence Mars passing through Mula can come up with both aspects of going back to the research, going back to the root causes, and trying to find out or trying to go after the any bad incident that has happened and coming up with a solution. It could be in a way that cops go after certain people who committed crime and then catch them. This is definitely possible when we enter the Mula zone. At the same time, there could be some negative effects where you might see some explosions, you might see some chronic, difficult, and fatal accidents. If you need a personal reading, please feel free to contact. You can send an email. Feel free to like this video, share this video, and comment. Please subscribe to this channel. Wish everyone all the best. Shubham bhavatu. Thank you.